Makeup. All right, we are live. Good morning and welcome to Makeup with Meesh, the show where you get ready with me in the morning before I head into work. My hair is a freaking mess right now, like literally stands up on its own. Beautiful. She's stunning. I went to the office yesterday and did like this very intense Shih Tzu hairstyle. So I pulled this back. Moral of the story is there's a lot of hairspray in my hair right now, and that's why it looks like this. So we're gonna try to tame that, and then beautify the face. I'm kind of feeling like a lighter makeup look today because it's Friday. God, kill me! I can't believe I just did that. Because it is Friday. And I'm just like, I'm actually really well rested. I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night and didn't get up until 7 this morning. So I've gotten like actually good sleep, which is rather abnormal. But I'm like still just kind of tired from, just like a long week, and I just want to chill. So Grandma is taking the kids tomorrow, so we'll potentially do a date night tomorrow, which means that tonight is going to be, just kind of like same old with the kids. Like they'll be here, we're not going anywhere, so I'm probably just like gonna get in bed early kind of thing, watch some Netflix, and if that's the case, I'm not super inclined to do like a full face of makeup because I'm not like gonna wear it out to a date night later. So I just put on my NYX marshmallow powder, by the way. So because of that, I'm tempted to try. I've been using my Tom Ford. Like I use my Tom Ford foundation most days. Actually, this is like such a good sample pack. Okay, so I got this sample pack from Sephora. It has Fenty Beauty Blurring Skin Tint Foundation, the Born This Way Concealer. I know this isn't foundation, it's a little heavier than concealer, but still. But it's a lot of shades. The YSL Bare Tint Skin with 4 different shade packets. This is eyeshadow, not even foundation, whatever. And then the Makeup Forever foundation with 4 shades as well. So this is actually what got me started on my Tom Ford foundation kick, was I got a packet just like this with 4 different shades, or multiple shades, and I kind of mixed them and blended them and did a contour thing out of it. So I'm thinking that I should do these next week straight, like Monday I'll do one, Tuesday I'll do one, all the way through the week, and finish out with Tom Ford so I can like kind of compare and contrast from the 5 days how my makeup looked with different foundations, still using the same like contour method, because it's kind of hard to compare the Tom Ford foundation and the NARS foundation that I've been using since I'm using NARS all over. So I was like, oh, it's like a little science project I can do next week. So because of that, I'm just going to go ahead and do the NARS all over foundation today. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I was also just looking, I have this, Huda Beauty Glow Skin Tint too. But I'm just going to stick with the NARS foundation today, because it'll only be like my 3rd time using it. So still, I want to get a little more comfy on my thoughts with it. But let's do it. All right, so I've already got pre-camera. I put on my, the contact. Pre-camera, I put on my, where are the words? My SPF and my moisturizer. So that's all good. Now and then I just put on my primer in front of you. So now we're doing foundation. But I just don't want any of you guys getting crazy out there being like, whoa, she doesn't wear sunscreen. Yes, I do. One of the most important things you can do. Some sunscreen and some moisturizer for that dry winter skin. And I've been on a skin care like kick lately because a couple weeks ago I saw some pictures of myself and, well, that's not true. I was taking selfies and my skin was just looking so cakey and heavy. And I sent it to a friend of mine who's a makeup artist. I went and got a facial done, watched a bunch of YouTube tutorials, and basically they were like, you have winter skin. Your skin is like literally the desert. You've got to fix that. And then also, you're caking on way too much makeup through the form of under eye baking. So we've like completely nixed that. So this is like super light. I feel like there's not even a huge difference in what my skin looked like pre-foundation on camera. If anything, it just kind of evened out a little bit of like the more redness in my cheeks and forehead maybe. There's still a little bit that's coming through. It's like, it's very much a sheer tint. And to do under eye, I'm still going to use my Born This Way Too Faced under eye concealer. Just going to like barely dab that underneath the eyes. And then I'll come in there with a wet beauty blender. Got to use it wet. It's how it's intended. I don't really know the reason behind it. Something about how it'll absorb less of the product, and I don't really know. I listened to a podcast with the founder of the beauty blender, or the owner of the beauty blender, the creator of it. And I don't remember because I'm over 30 and I can't remember anything that happened more than 30 minutes ago. All right, so we're gonna go under eye with my wet beauty blender and conceal those darker circles under the eye. All right. All right. And then I'll set this with Laura Mercier Eye Brightening Powder underneath. But that is all I'm going to do because I am in a place now where I'm using self-control on the amount of powder that I'm putting on my face. We're definitely in a less is more game. I sent a picture to a group text yesterday to be like, guys, look at my makeup. This is after 12 hours. I went into the office yesterday. So all the hustle and bustle of the office, and my makeup looked like I had almost just applied it. Like it was a little dewier than, because oil happens, but it was a little dewier than, when I just finished. But it legit looked like I had just done my makeup. So, I mean, like now I'm sold, right? Because before, like literally, like within 30 minutes, it was just like melting off. It was just too much. So I'm taking my angle brush, gonna go under that concealer just to set it very, very faint. Like if I don't know if you can see really what's on my, but it's like dots of it. I'm not even gonna use all of that. And then I'm still gonna tap it off and get that excess off. So I'm doing a very, very, very light coat of this under my eye. And that's basically, as I said, just to kind of seal it in there so it's not wet and tacky and picks up pigment of other things that I put on my face. All right, now it's time for a little bit of eye primer. The Fenty Beauty by Rihanna eye primer pro filter. It works the exact same as Urban Decay in my opinion. I just picked this one up months and months and months ago, but I'm running out and I have like no preference as to which one I would pick up to replace it. They are pretty much the exact same in my opinion. Okay. Now we are gonna do, let's see. I'm gonna use my 35 XO Natural Flirt palette by Morphe. Here we go, lots of fun pinks. I'm going to use this one today. Valentine's Day is coming up, so might as well get all the pinks in. All right, so I'm going to go over my entire eye with a color that is nearly my skin tone. There's not an exact one in this palette, so I just kind of mixed 3 to make a skin tone-ish color. But it doesn't really matter. The whole point of this is just to cover up that tackiness from the eye primer, not necessarily to add a color or shape to the eye. Because if you attempt to blend colors on top of that eye primer, like, that's just not going to work out for you, sister. Like, it's just not going to happen. So, because I mean, you're essentially like putting this tacky glue on and then trying to smear a pigment into it, and it's just like, it's going to be super rough and not move. Alright, so before I go into my eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and toss on my NYX brow mascara. This is one of my like Holy Grail products. I use it in espresso because I like a darker brow, and also because I have super blonde brows. They're dyed right now, so they look a little darker than normal, but especially when the dye wears off, the darker shade really helps me not have to draw so much of them in. Like, it can, you know, it coats my actual brows, so it doesn't look quite as fake. Because y'all know what I mean, like that look where it's like you drew the entire brow on your face. I'm trying to avoid that. All right, so I'm going in with a pretty thicker tapered brush. I don't know. This doesn't look like a tapered brush. It doesn't come back together. Isn't that what that means? I don't know. But I use this brush, and I'm doing windshield wiper motions kind of in the crease of the eye. These are a little bit wider and messier. Like, it's not super, super controlled. Controlled in the sense that I don't want a bunch of, you know, fallout powder going all over my face and staining my face. But not as controlled as if you were doing like a smoky eye and trying to really get in the crease or something for a dramatic look. And the reason for that is because this is our transitions shade. And so this is going to leave a little bit of extra pigment throughout the eye that we can play with. This is kind of like our sandbox area of like, oh, did you go a little too high or a little too dark in one or the other, like in your crease? Well, we can like bring this shade up a little bit and blend it in the top, and then it doesn't look quite as of an accident. Or we can use the extra powder on top of this to like help blend. You'll see at the end it just makes it look a little bit more gradual, like gradual, like fade out of the color. All right, so I'm going to go in now to that crease with a little bit of a darker shade and a slightly smaller brush. If you look, you can tell the difference. This one's slightly smaller. This is now what I'm using to kind of add in more color. All right, here we go. I'm going to add this into the crease using those same like windshield wiper motions. And then kind of swirling it into the corner. There we go. And basically I'm just building layers. So you can tell I just went deeper into the corner, but our little transition shade out here is hanging out, and it is making it already look like, without even me like really having to blend anything together, it's already making it look like that's just a lighter amount of the same color. It's not. It's a different color. It's lighter overall. But it looks like it's blended because we used the bigger brush and that more like fan out method. All right, now we're doing the same thing on this side so that they match, going in deep into those creases with this tighter brush. And I'm just kind of like doing swirls and windshield wipers here to blend that out. This one looks better than that one, actually. I did a better job. But that's okay, because we have the holy grail of blending brushes right here. And this will go on top and we'll smooth all that out. Stay tuned. All right, I'm gonna go in and make this like a little bit darker right here in the crease, because I said I was doing a natural look today. So what does that mean? That means pile on more makeup. Clearly I'm not doing a natural look, as natural as I thought I was gonna do today. But you know, oh, the brush is in the hand, the subject wants to draw. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so it's a little heavy on the top in my mind. So I'm gonna tap with this all over brush that I used earlier, and I'm just gonna kind of like lighten that up, like just blend it very, very lightly with a super light shade, like the shade that I would use up here. And then I'm gonna take one of my favorite brushes, this one right here, and tap it with my under eye highlighter shade that I was planning to already use, whether or not I would have messed up. Then I'm gonna go underneath the eye, right there. All right. Okay, and that blended all of that much better. I could definitely do more of a darker line here, but you know, it's Friday, I'm working from home. Like, calm down. All right, actually I just got an idea. I haven't done this in a minute. Maybe I won't do underneath. Maybe I'll do more of a wing liner today. What if I do a liquid eyeliner? Let's do it. I haven't done this in a minute. I usually always smoke out underneath and kind of bring these up and make them match, but the opportunity has presented itself, and I'm fun, I'm cool, I'm adventurous, I can pivot. Let's do it. Let's do a wing eyeliner. Let's do our Kat Von D liquid eyeliner in black. Why not? Here we go. All right. The thing with liquid eyeliner is you just gotta do it. Just gotta effing go, you know? All right, so I'm gonna draw my little dot of where I want this to link up, and then keep going, because you just gotta go. All right, so now that I've done that, I can go across the top of the lid. It matches up. All right. Here we go. All right, that should have actually gone a little bit higher. But the other thing about liquid eyeliner is once it's on, it's on. So it wasn't too low, so I'm not gonna cry about it. I have a hair on my nose that, you know, like, it's your foundation. Oh, you know, it's the worst. All right. There we go, and then I'm gonna fill in. All right. I definitely wanted that to be at more of an angle than it is. That side too, but you know. I'm gonna grab, oh, I'm actually out of eye makeup remover, so we're just gonna have to live with this. It's not too bad. I would ideally like those wings to be slightly higher up, but I don't feel like it's like obnoxiously straight. So it's okay for today, also because I don't have makeup remover. And because I'm working from home, but ideally, if I was being super particular, if I was going out, I probably would get some eye makeup remover and touch that up and pull that wing up a little higher. But it'll do for today. All right, since that's all we're doing for the eye, aside from mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the contour palette and like, let's make the rest of the face cute too. And then we'll finish off the eye with mascara and brows. I like to do those after I do a lot of powder, just so that you don't get like powder and lighter color into your brows or mascara, because then it just, I don't know, it just looks bad. Like, I just don't like it. All right, so I drew myself some cheekbones there with my Kat Von D palette. I'm going underneath the chin because I have a pretty round face, so I want my jawline to stand out. If you already have a pretty dramatic jawline, feel free to draw more on the actual line like so instead of underneath. But I've got a round face, so. All right, so I'm really pushing that in. I'm probably doing a little bit more contour color than I usually do on this face, because I typically contour with my foundation. Like, I use different foundation shades to do that. More so I don't have to wear as much powder, because I feel like it looks a little heavier. But I only have one color in the NARS, so my dog is probably about to lose his mind. He hears people in our house. It's okay, buddy. All right, and then I'm going in with the lighter highlight shades to accent where I want there to be dimension. Okay. Now, slightly smaller brush to contour the nose, and this is basically just drawing parallel lines straight down the nose, maybe fanning those out a little bit at the tip. And then coming in with a little bit of highlighter in between. All right, so now I'm gonna use a brush, powder brush, like so, that has nothing on it, to buff these lines out so it looks just a little bit more gradual. That, to me, like if I was walking down the street, somebody would be like, okay, like, you know, she might have something on that's making those pop a little bit, but it looks pretty natural. That, not so natural. So we're gonna buff that out. All right. I don't know how many people you know with lines down their nose, but it doesn't look very natural to me. I'm not gonna say we don't see it often, because we see it often. But ladies, you gotta buff it out. All right, we're gonna buff out that nose. Blend it. And same thing. Once again, this doesn't have anything on this brush. This is like literally just my smear it all together brush. Make it look like it's natural brush. And then I have another somewhat dry brush, a little bit bigger, a little bit fluffier. And I'll use my Laura Mercier setting powder here with this brush. Once again, using a very, very, very small amount. Just gonna dab it in there, and then I swirl on top of here so it's still super, super light amount. And I'm just going all over the face. The goal here is not to add layers, not to add color. It is to prevent me from looking like a grease ball at the end of the day. So just kind of like seal it in, help absorb oil and moisture, and just seal in the look without caking it on. If I'm going to like a big event or something, like this is also kind of like my everyday makeup, right? So if I'm going to a big event or something, I'm going to put not only more effort in, but I am probably going to wear a heavier powder or even foundation or even contour, all the above. I really like the Studio Fix powder by MAC, but it is very, very heavy for everyday use, and I think it's one of the reasons I was looking so old. All right, since I have a wet beauty blender, I'm going to use the NARS blush in Orgasm, their liquid blush. I love this stuff. It looks so pigmented when it goes on, but it's very much like foundation. Very much like foundation. You press it into your skin and it just kind of melts and the color melts, and that is a little bit from the bottle, gross. The color just melts and then it like starts to fade into your skin and it looks way more natural. I just think the powder pigment is not as strong, so I have to put on a couple of layers of that, and then it defeats the purpose of me not wearing all that powder, right? Because I just put a ton of powder, pink colored powder on my face basically. All right, so I just really like that. I'm holding this up to fit the lights to make sure I can see, because I thought this side was lighter, but I think it's just my lights. But I really, really like this stuff. You can tell like that color just kind of like gradually sinks in over time too. Blend that out. Fingers are the best blending tool. Blend that out a little bit. I got a little excited right there in that crease, you can tell. All right, and then I'm going to go in with my Mel Cosmetics highlighter. I said this yesterday, but I really love her blushes and her highlighter. Those are probably my two favorite things. And we're going to highlight on top of those cheekbones and the nose in this area. Still trying to figure that out, if that's called the Cupid bow. Someone help me. All right, I like this compact because it's a dual bronzer. So I'm going to go slightly under those cheekbones with that bronzer, just like for a little extra pop, not so much color. And I'm going to take my bronzing brush right here, grab all of it together, and mix in a little bit of champagne bronze to fill in the gaps of my spray tan and also to make my face match. There's nothing worse than ladies turning to the side, or people turning to the side, and having different color neck, face, all of that. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna add in a little bit of mascara here. I think I'm probably on one of my last days of this. Oh my goodness, who am I? I almost didn't do my brows. That's not very Meesh-like. All right. So I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow stick, whatever, and fill in. The brows are really, right now I'm not having to do a ton because like I said, I dyed my brows a few days ago, so they still have pretty good color. Without that, it's like straight up drawing it. It's freehand to like just draw a brow. There we go. All right, so filling those in like so. Guys. Let's do a little game here. Okay, brow, no brow, brow, no brow. We like the brow. Okay, that was creepy. All right. Fill in the brow like so to match the other side. That comparison's honestly not even that fair because technically like I have brow mascara on this one too before I colored it in, so it was even more, and brow dye. Like imagine, can you just imagine? I would look very much like the trend where the models all dyed their hair platinum, their eyebrows platinum blonde so you couldn't see them. Didn't love that. All right, now I'm taking my little eyebrow brush thing, and what is that? What have I done? made a little accident right there. I don't know what that is. All right, and I'm brushing these out. Oh, there it is. There's a hair on me. Okay. All right, let's go back in and fill in that a little bit. When I brushed that out, I saw a gap I didn't love. Okay, that it will do. Now I got to get rid of whatever mistake this was. Let's see if I can just buff that out. Here we go. Yeah. All right, now we mascara. All right. That's what I was saying before I freaked out that I hadn't done my brows. Was that this is I'm probably on the last couple of days of coffee delivery. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My husband just brought me a coffee. Yay. I'm probably on the last few days of this mascara because I use it nearly every day. So I'm going to try some of the other ones that I have in my little spinny thing here. But this is still like my favorite. It's the GOAT. And I can tell you what it is. It is Maybelline's Sky High Lash Sensational. Went viral on TikTok and it's like $8 at CVS or Target or wherever. Drugstore. And I love it. And I've tried lots of mascaras. I've tried the $30 Hourglass mascara. I've tried Better Than Sex, still very good. I've tried, after this one, my next fave is probably Milk Kush. But I have Milk Kush sitting in here right now, bought it at the same time as this one. And I've used Milk Kush like 3 times. Because like every time I pick it up, I'm like, oh yeah, you're good, but that Maybelline though. Alright. Okay. This is the longest part of makeup, mascara. Oh man. And it's like the most meticulous part too, I feel like. Because you want to lengthen, you want the volume, but you don't want these like spidery, like just gross, all stuck together, mashed up eyelashes. So you gotta take your time. Okay. And a little bit underneath my eye there. That was cute on camera. Like, you don't even realize the things that you do until you do them on camera. All right. There. Done. All right, so that's mascara. I'm gonna add a little bit of lip color, of course, but first I need to figure out what I'm doing with this hair. I grab my brush over here. Oh, 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 you could hear the hairspray. You could actually hear it. Ow. Okay. Definitely gonna be doing an Olaplex treatment tonight. Gonna put that in the hair, let that sit overnight. I'll wash that out before date night tomorrow. and go out in public with fresh hair, because I don't know that another day of this could, I don't know that it's fair to make people witness another day of this in real life, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to pull, like, see, here's the problem, is that, you know, I'm in this hair growth journey, so I'm not doing a lot of heat, and I'm not doing a lot of anything to my hair, basically. I'm like, I mean, if I could wear it in a bun every day, I would, but here's the problem. Because I got all the platinum cut out, I had to go a little bit shorter. And so I basically can't, I can put it in like a low pony, but like even that, like this will fall out. Like as I walk from here to the kitchen. This was over here, so now this like, hello. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna like tease up this section and do like this low colonial man bun. I think that's all I can do, really. Yesterday I did like a cute little Shih Tzu half up, half down thing, which was fine. It was definitely the last day that I could have gotten away with that, just because of the state of my hair. But also, at the end of the day, I was like, I don't think I could spell my name right now because my headache was so bad. Because I pulled that thing tight and Mamba was hurting. Okay, so this looks a little bouffant-ish, but I was trying to give myself a little bit of height. I'm gonna brush that out a little more so it doesn't look quite as whatever it looked. All right. Brush that out. Okay. And then I can just pull this down into more of a bun down here. You know, kind of like so. Yeah, that's what we're doing. It's the only thing we can do, okay? I don't need your commentary unless you also got ideas to help me here, okay? I'm on a hair growth journey. This is what it looks like. This is the harsh reality of trying to grow out short hair. Okay. All right, so that works, and then I'm gonna take a couple of bobby pins just to secure it, because my hair has a mind of its own. I could see it going rogue. But also I kind of want the little like bun thing to show a little bit on each side. So that like if I kind of look, people are like, oh, she does have hair. It's pulled back, cute little bun. She knows what she's doing. Yeah, and this side too. Like so. You know, so like if I'm like on my little Zoom call, it's like, oh, it's just back there hanging out. Yeah. There. All right. I'm gonna comb that over. All right, it's not bad. That will do. I would say I need to spray it, but I don't, because it has so much residual hairspray that it's like, we can't take anymore. My hair follicles are like, please don't do that to us. So I'm not even gonna spray it. I'm working from home today. I'm about to go put on different sweatpants to wear to my meeting, so like it is what it is. All right, now it's time for a little lippy fun. NYX had, at our local Ulta, had like a buy one, get one free sale on lippies. So I picked up a couple of NYX lip crayons that were in like kind of nude shades. I wanted to see if there was anything that was as good as the Pillow Talk that would be like more of a reasonable price point, because these are like $4 a piece, four monies, whereas the Charlotte Tilbury one is $22, $28, is that right? I didn't think through trying to open this on camera, holy hell. Like, I don't know why they seal these things. Actually, I do, because there was a story about people going through and licking Bluebell ice cream, so who knows what they would do to lipsticks. Okay. I'm actually grateful for that protection now that I think about that in detail. All right, so this one is called Mauve. It's a little bit of it's the darkest shade that I picked up, but I wanted to see. So this is not going to be a comparison to Pillow Talk. I just want to see the color. The one thing that I'm not a huge fan of with the NYX lip liners is that they're not super creamy. Like somehow Kylie Jenner and Charlotte Tilbury have figured out how to make a more of a creamy lip liner that like glides on yet doesn't smear. All the other ones out there that are creamy, like they like literally like, you know, that when you look at somebody and their lips have just like melted out, that's what a lot of the other cream ones do. And I really like the cream lipsticks. But this one is definitely more like taking just a colored pencil and drawing on your face, which is fine. I can get over that if they stay. If they don't melt, it's a trade-off. And if the color's good. So, alright. I kind of like this color. It's like a little bit more of a plummy, brown. Like I'm thinking back to the iconic nude that I wear a lot every day, and it's definitely got more of a this color to it, whereas this has more of a plummy purple, similar to my eyes. Okay, cute. I don't mind it. Let's see. Should I try? Okay. Yeah, I'll use the Mel Cosmetics color. This feels like it matches pretty decently. This is more of a nude, but it blends nicely with it. I like a look that looks gradual too, where the interior of the lip doesn't feel as heavy. What shade is this? This is P152. But I like that. Okay, cute. And since the color is matching the eyes and I'm here for it, I'm just going to do a little bit of MAC lip gloss on top. So it is a very sheer lip gloss. Literally no color to it. See right through it. I'm going to put that on it. I put it on my finger or a lip brush and put it on just because I don't like putting the tube on my lips, because then you get that lip color in it and it just like, we can't, this is perfection. It's clear. We can't taint the lip gloss with a shade that was never meant to be there. All right. So, since I've used a couple of Makeup Mel products today, I'll go ahead and finish it out with her oil control setting spray and see how that does. Oh. It always scares me right before I'm like, I know it's coming. All right. And let that dry and sink in. All right. And there you have it. Here's the look for today. I'm a little shiny down here, right? Because that setting spray is drying, but I think this is gonna have to do for the day. Don't hate it. I need to get one of those really fine brushes. I saw, who is it? Famous hairdresser. Who is he? His name, I've lost his name. However, I saw his little ad on Instagram and he was using like that little comb. I was like, I need that for like the little stuff right here. Cool. All right, well, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell to get alerts when I go live. Also, if you want to see more of Makeup with Meesh, make sure to come back Monday through Friday, roughly 8 a.m. every morning. Central Standard Time is when I am getting ready for work. So if you want to come join me in getting ready, I'd appreciate it. Once again, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so you can get an alert when I go live. And if you want to follow along the journey or see how I style the rest of the looks, that means an outfit, be sure to check out my Instagram and you can see it live there. No, you can just see it on my Instagram there, but Instagram handle is @MeeshAmerica. All that stuff should be linked in my bio. So thanks guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you Monday. Bye.